By rejecting traditional marriage in historic numbers, millennials are making history and maybe fundamentally altering a centuries-old institution. In this video we are going to talk about the why millennials refuse to get married. Traditional marriage has been declining for many generations, but with this generation, the oldest is already 40 years old, it seems to be falling rapidly. The Pew Research Center found that millennials take longer than other generations to start their own families. More than 4 out of 10 do not have their own family to live with. Many millennials are deciding to try out marriage. According to Pew surveys, a sizable portion of people live with a romantic partner. Millennials are more likely than Gen Zers to live together, regardless of racial or cultural background or level of education. The millennial marriage trend, according to Clarissa Sawyer, lecturer in natural and applied sciences and professor of gender psychology, adult development, and aging at Bentley University, has educational roots. According to Sawyer, who notes a rise in the proportion of college-educated women to college-educated males, women are getting married later, and part of it is because women are getting more educated and investing in their jobs. They spent a lot of time and money on college, so they're obtaining a job and putting off getting married, if not altogether foregoing it. Regardless of gender, a college degree does not always replace a marriage certificate. According to Pew, millennials with bachelor's degrees or higher marry more frequently than those with less education, but they do not have children. As a millennial mom, Sawyer has noticed some trends in her own family. Her son, who is 31 years old, and his live-in partner of 7 years, are not married and do not have any plans to have children. The effects of not marrying. Tom Keene, a journalist for the Boston Globe, believes that this pattern may be concerning. In the article Millennials, Reject Timely Marriage at Your Own Risk, Keene discussed the economic and social advantages of marriage and warned that not getting married at all could be catastrophic. An internal analysis of the Urban Institute report predicted that marriage patterns will continue to differ by education and race, widening the gaps between the majority of married haves and the rising number of unmarried have-nots. The availability of social safety nets, tax rates, and eligibility for entitlement programs are all impacted by marital status, it claimed. According to the report, it will be difficult to create policies that effectively address the requirements of the increasing number of poor single people due to current marriage trends. Stephen Weissman, a senior lecturer in law and taxation at Bentley, claims that there are so many elements that, in my opinion, encourage people to marry for financial reasons. Married couples have financial advantages from Social Security to income taxes. A history of marriage. Sawyer thinks that the possibility of divorce makes many millennials reluctant to get married. Because getting married is sometimes seen as a risk, millennials choose to cohabitate and become financially secure first. According to Business Insider, millennials are delaying marriage out of concern as they take time to get to know their partner, collect assets, and achieve financial success. Marriage in Western culture changed from an economic arrangement to a partnership based on love in the late 18th century. The interaction between people and technology is the topic of research presented in Deborah Spar's bookwork, Mate, Marry, Love, How Machines Shape Our Human Destiny, specifically how technological development affects social structures like marriage and family. Spar, a Bentley trustee, professor of business administration at Harvard Business School, and senior associate dean for business and global society, discovered that the development of agricultural technologies was largely responsible for the emergence of monogamous marriage. A good illustration is having children to assure a successor to the family farm. Sawyer concurs. The decision to get married or not is influenced by the economy. Because marriage was not financially feasible during the Depression and there weren't enough men with the means to feel like they could support a family, many people delayed or avoided getting married. The overarching pressures of biology, societal requirements, and economics will never allow some kind of long-term partnership to go away. According to Daniel Everett, trustee professor of cognitive sciences at Bentley, marriage has been defined differently over time and in different cultures. As American marriages have developed, the objective is to marry with mutual consent and establish a relationship first and foremost, adds Everett. Some Amazonian communities view marriage as an economic partnership with a distinct division of labor, from which a romantic bond may eventually emerge. There is some overlap with the Amazonian among more religious civilizations, such as rural Catholicism in southern Mexico. And the rural American model can shift from having a clear division of labor and the extra sanction of religion to having a connection first, economy second. Will Gen Z and millennials usher in a new period that allows American marriage to advance? Despite how radical it may appear, they might work. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below.